Well, how are you guys doing today? My name is Freaky, and welcome back to another story. This one is a little bit weird. I don't know how I got myself in this scenario. I don't know where the hell I was. And we might as well just hop right into it. So it was a lovely day. This happened about maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember exactly what time frame it was. It had to be 2014 or something like that. Maybe even like late 2013. Now, my friend was getting into drugs a little bit more. And this was a part of his life where he basically didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he decided that he should probably get into harder drugs than just weed and drinking and all that good stuff. So what apparently happened is we were all hanging out one day. We were hanging out with some girls, and this is where it kind of gets weird. These two girls are young. They're like, I'm telling you, they are young. They shouldn't be with us. I believe they were like almost turning 17 at the time. And I believe I was 20, so they were 17 years old. They're coming along with us to a house, right? I don't even know where my friend's taking me at this time. We have really no idea. It says, oh no, it's okay. We're just gonna go pick up real quick. We're just gonna stop by and pick up some weed and stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. It's just my drug dealer friend. He's really cool. You guys will meet him. He's pretty awesome. So we pull up to this like really sketchy house. Like, it's not even a house. It's like a duplex slash apartment slash, I don't know, it's just a weird duplex house thing, right? So you have to come up to like a side door, and you basically go immediately like up these stairs, and then right at the top of the stairs is their door. He knocks on it, and we have to wait there for like, I don't know, a good like 10 minutes before someone finally opens it. And when someone finally opens it, it's some girl, and she's like kind of shocked why we're there. Like, she doesn't even know who we are, obviously, because I've never met these people before. They probably barely know who my friend is, and boom, they let us in. Now, at this moment, I thought in my head that they were there to just pick up weed. My friend was just going to pick up weed. That's all he had his intentions on of coming to this sketchy-ass house. And apparently, that's not what all needed to be done. Because we left the girls, yes, they came with, we left them in the car, right? So the girls are in the car at this point. The 17-year-olds are in the fucking car because we're just here for like 5 minutes. 5 fucking minutes, and then we're out. We're out of this bitch because this shit's sketchy as fuck. So we walk into the living room, and there's like 4 or 5 wannabe thug, white gangster-looking dudes that have like a whole bunch of jars on the table of fucking nugs, and like they're smoking bowls, smoking bongs, smoking blunts, fucking doing dabs off of rigs, like have all this crazy shit on the table, and I'm just like, oh, fun. This is gonna be one of those times, huh? And I remember specifically what they were bumping to. They were bumping to some Dizzy Wright. Now, I don't mind Dizzy Wright, but this song always brings up this moment. So we go in there, and I have to sit down next to like some dudes. I was wearing like a tank top. I was like, okay, this is kind of fucking weird. These guys are like thug wannabe dudes. They're probably like, why the fuck are you here? And my friend's like talking to his drug dealer. He's like, yo, man, I need like a quo, you know what I'm saying? Like, hook me up fat, man. Because he was telling me before, he's like, man, my drug dealer friend, man, he just like hooks it up fat, like just all day. And then my other friend that was with, you know, he smokes weed too. We were all smoking weed at the time, so he wants to pick up as well. So they're like giving us bags, and they're like picking it up and stuff. And they're like, oh, you guys want to like smoke? Like, you guys want to match? Everybody's like, hell yeah, dude. And at this time, remember, the girls are still in the fucking car. And my friend is getting text messages from the girls saying, hey, we're kind of walking around out here now. We kind of got bored of sitting in the car, so we don't know what to do. We're kind of just walking around and exploring the block a little bit. And we're like, wait a second. Why did they leave the car? We're about to dip in like a little bit. They're like walking around down there. Walking out in this fucking ghetto-ass neighborhood that they shouldn't be walking around in. They're 17 and they're fucking white girls that literally could not save themselves if anything happened. So they're walking around aimlessly because they're evidently stupid. And we're still upstairs, and my friends think it's a good idea. Let's all fucking smoke weed in this house with the ghetto fucking thug gangbanger looking motherfuckers. And so we all start smoking. They fucking pass, they start rolling like a blunt, which took them like a fucking 10 hours because they're all stoned out of their mind anyways, and everyone's like complimenting him on rolling the blunt. They're like, yeah, dude, that's really fat. Good one, bro. Like, this is gonna be sick. So we, like, smoked that for a good, like, fucking 10 minutes. Until finally someone has the balls to finally say, hey, can we have some girls out there. They kind of are just walking around. Can we call them up? And then the guys kind of, like, look at each other for a second. They're like, how old are they? And then we're like, and then my friend has to be like, oh, yeah, they're 18, so they can come up. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. 18, yeah, come up. So there are two girls now coming up into the room. They're sitting there awkwardly in the back of the living room, and everyone's just smoking weed at this point. Now they're like, okay, that's not enough. Let's whip out the big-ass fucking 4-foot bong, and let's just start taking rips out of that shit. So we're all taking rips out of that. At this point, I'm like, okay, seriously, like, enough's enough. We gotta go. We said we were gonna be here for 5 minutes. I was like texting my friend that was gonna pick up from this guy. I was like, dude, we need to leave. This is, I wanna go. I don't wanna be here any longer. He's like, texting me back. He's like, dude, it'll be okay. It's only a little bit. Just wait. He hasn't even gave me my bag of weed yet. Just chill. And I'm like, okay, fucking, god damn it. I was like, I want to leave this place because I didn't feel comfortable. I was like squishing between like two fucking thug-looking dudes, and I was just sitting there kind of awkwardly like, what the fuck, I don't belong here type of shit. What do you know? They decide, hey, you guys want to do dabs, bruh? Like, we had this, like, cool little pen thing. You put the dab oil in there, man, and you just, like, fucking hit it. It's like electric e-pen, but it's, like, for dabs, bro. And everyone's, of course, like, oh, fuck yeah, let's all fucking do this shit. So, everyone's hitting this around. I hit it, like, 2 or 3 times to the point where I was, like, feeling more tired than anything at this point. I was, like, kind of stoned. I was pretty stoned, but more on the, holy shit, can we just leave? I'm really lazy right now, but I just want to fucking leave this place. Like, I was, like, almost going to say this out loud. That's how, like, irritated I was getting at this moment. And my friend says, yeah, so you're gonna get my bag of weed? Because I'm finally texting him. I'm like, dude, just ask for the bag of weed. We need to fucking leave. I'm getting sick of this place. Let's just go home. It's getting late. And about this time, it's about 12:30 or something shit, right? And his drug dealer's like, okay, fine, I'll give you the bag of weed. Here it is. And he already had it, like, pre-packaged, so he could have just gave it to him right away, but he didn't. And he's like, wait, man, did you say, like, before that you wanted to try some, like, psychedelic shit, man? Like some Molly, but, like, some fucking, like, engineered chem shit? Like some chem drugs, dude? And then, of course, my friend's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, I totally did say that. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. I'm like, can't I just leave? Like, at this point, I was about to steal my friend's car and just fucking leave him there. I didn't want to be part of this scenario that was about to go down. So now at this point, we've been here for like a fucking hour. And it was only supposed to be a 5-minute trip, and boom, out. So, my other friend, which is friends of us, he decides, hey, yeah, I kind of want to try that too. So now we have to wait for this fucking drug dealer to get his stoned ass off to go get some fucking research chem drugs to give to them. And once he gives it over, it's in like a little parachute bag. Like, it literally looks like a parachute bag. He's like, so, all you need to do, you just put it on your mouth, and then you just take a gulp of water, and then you just parachute. It's fucking amazing, dude. You'll be, like, tweaking your balls off for, like, the next, like, 12 hours, man. It'd be fucking lit. And at this moment, I'm like, God damn it. Now I gotta I gotta babysit people while I'm fucking stoned and, like, really irritated and just not really happy about being there. I'm really tired. I just want to go home and sleep at this point. Now I gotta have to babysit them. And the girls are over there. They're just kind of, like, awkwardly sitting there. I feel bad for them because now they have to be part of this thing, and they're, like, laughing awkwardly at things that people are saying. And I'm like, oh, shit. So they get the drugs, they parachute it, and at this moment, I'm like, okay, I need to take away my friend's keys. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be the good guy right here. And I remember I'm like, asking him, like, dude, give me your keys. Give me your keys right now. You're not driving home. And I grab it from him. He's like, oh, dude, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I totally can't drive right now. I totally can't do it. And I don't know if he was over-exaggerating about how the drugs were going on him, or maybe this is actually how it was affecting him. But he started doing, like, little twitch things in his hands. Like, he was, like, fidgeting his hands around, like, twirling his hands and doing all this weird shit. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. God damn it. And I got one of these crackhead motherfuckers next to me. And god damn it, he just kept looking at his phone, like, putting it away and, like, twitching at his hands and looking at his hands, staring at him, and doing all this stupid shit. And my other friend that took the drug, he's like literally just off in his own world. He doesn't even care. Like, it doesn't even seem like it's affecting him. It seems like it affected both of them totally differently, because he's sitting there fine. He's seeing like it doesn't even affect him at all. But then my other friend is just fucking cracking out over here, right? And at this time, I'm like, dude, we need to go. And he's like, no, man, just wait. Just wait, I'll be fine to drive. I'm like, no, dude, give me your keys. And he finally gives me the keys, and I'm like, come on, we need to go. We need to go. And like 30 minutes pass, and we're still sitting here, and we're watching some stupid rap shit on the TV. And I like rap, but enough's enough, you know? I want to leave this fucking place. I don't want to be here anymore. And I'm like telling him, I'm like, dude, let's just get up and go, okay? Pay him and let's leave. So he finally pays him, and we're literally about to walk out of the living room and walk out the front door and just be gone out of this place. And I was like, oh, thank God we're about to fucking leave. I can drive home and be completely fine. It's going to be sketchy when I'm driving, but it's going to be totally fine. The drug dealer says, hey man, do you mind taking like Ricky home? Like, he's just only by the airport. He's only by the airport, man. It's only like a 20-minute drive. You could totally take him home, okay? I just don't feel like taking him home tonight. Totally take him home, man. Just take him home. And of course, my friend's like looking at his hands twitching. He's like, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's fucking do that. So I had to take this fucking thug white motherfucker home. And he, like, gets in the back seat. He's actually kind of a cool guy. He's not that, like, thuggy, like, he was in the room with them, he was acting more thug-like, but when he got in the car, he was more chill and more acting normal. We were, like, trying to figure out where he was going, where exactly we needed to take him home, and it was on, like, this weird part of the airport where I had to drop him off by, like, this train tracks and shit, so we're, like, driving him there. I just remember, I'm like, holy shit, I'm really fucking stoned right now. I gotta keep my eye on the fucking, like, how fast I'm going. I'm literally going the exact speed limit. Not even a fucking 1 miles per hour more. I'm just keeping it exact because I'm not getting pulled over for nothing. I got a guy that's cracked out of his mind, twitching in the back. The whole car reeks of weed. I got 17-year-olds in the fucking car too, and I'm driving a car that's not even mine. So it's a whole shit show scenario, basically, at this point. And I just remember staring at it. I'm like, dude, where the fuck do you need to go? Where is your house? Like, I am just at this point where I'm just like, I just want to fucking kick you out of the car. I just want to go home. And I'm like driving him, and he's like, oh, dude, it's just like 10 more minutes down that way. Just keep going down the highway. It's totally fine. So we get off. I end up going through like a red light or something off of the highway, or getting... I don't know, I go through like one of those red light intersections that no one's there, but it's getting onto the highway. I end up turning right on it, and they're like, holy shit, dude, do you just know what you just did? And I'm like, I went through a fucking red light, sue me. Like, at this point, I'm just so irritated that I don't even care. And I just going, and then I finally, like, drop this guy off. He's like, okay, thank you, man, dropping me off, and then we just drive away. And I'm like, in the car, I'm like, looking at them, I'm like, giving them the, like, fuck you eye. I'm like, dude, fuck you. Like, you got me in this fucking shit. I'm like really fucking stoned. I shouldn't be driving this car. Thank God my friend had like a car with a digital miles per hour speedometer thing on it. Otherwise, I would have no idea how to read the speedometers with my eyes being all fucking weird and shit. But at this time, like, the high is completely away. I'm more like pissed off at this point. Like, I'm focused because I'm done with tonight. I'm done. All this shit just went down and I'm over with it. And I finally get myself home and I'm like, are you guys sure that you guys are going to be able to drive home? And my friend's over there like playing with his hands and he's like, yeah, dude, totally fine. And somehow he fucking gets home. He had to drive my friend home 20 minutes away from there, and then he had to drive 20 minutes home. So he was fucking tweaking out of his mind when he was driving probably, but apparently he got home fine. And that was like the most fucked up night of my whole entire life. I don't ever like going to drug dealers' houses. Been to them enough. I just know something's always gonna go down. It's never just 5 minutes. It's never just 5 minutes. There's more of a rant than a story. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't do drugs, kids.